Welcome to the H.I.T Awards 2025, and this video is all about drivers. I have tested so many drivers this year on the H.I.T channel, and in this video we're going to be crowning the driver of the year, my choice, and also the viewer's choice. We put it out there on a poll, and honestly the reception we got was incredible. But before we come on to driver of the year, we've also got some subcategories which we're going to go through, things like looks, distance, forgiveness, value for money, etc, etc, before we give away these incredible awards that we're actually going to send to the brands for winning driver of the year. Let's kick things off with looks. I think this year's been a very interesting year for driver looks. Let's be honest, sometimes they take inspiration from other brands, but there's been a real shift in modernisation of golf equipment over the last couple of years, and this year was no exception. So we've got a winner for looks, but on the shortlist, it didn't quite get to my #1 spot, but I know it was many people's most favourite looking driver this year, and I don't think you can argue with this. On the shortlist was the Titleist GT lineup. I mean, unbelievable looking, beautifully symmetrical, pear-shaped classic crown. For me, I'm not the biggest fan of glossy tops, but I know a lot of people are. GT lineup was on the shortlist. But for me, the winner on looks this year was the TaylorMade QI35. I used this exact driver for most of this year. I love the fact it was a bit space age this year. This kind of almost very modern crown, this grey silver look. I thought it just looked unbelievably sleek. And certainly when you put the club behind the ball, it looked fast, it looked fierce, it looked modern. And for that reason, on looks, the TaylorMade QI35 takes the win. Oh, and by the way, this is the driver video today, but as you can see behind me in the bags, we're also going to do similar videos for putters and irons for low, mid, high handicaps. So be sure to subscribe to the H.I.T channel to see which wins in those categories. Okay, next subcategory, value for money. A lot of these drivers on the desk, I mean, I've got a lot of expensive products on this desk. You're looking at 500, sometimes nearly 600 pounds for a driver these days. However, not every driver was that this year. There was a few that kind of cut under the radar, undercut some of the big dogs, but still added tremendous value for money. On my shortlist, I've got two, and we've also then got a winner. On my shortlist, I've got the Kirkland Signature. Honestly, this driver is so good for the value. £199, you get it from Costco, and it's really, really, really good. Like, this was a close one, this category, but if you're looking for value for money, that is honestly a huge contender. Also, the Vice driver, £289. I think you get a little bit more of a better finish, a little bit more R&D in the Vice driver over the Kirkland Signature, but these two are my shortlist without question. Now, before I pick the winner of this category, you might realise that, let's say the Kirkland Signature, it's been out a while, but these are right now, recording this video at the end of 2025, these are the current drivers from every brand on this table. I'm sure there'll be pretty new ones coming at the start of 2026 for some of the brands. But the winner in this category for value for money, and to be honest, I think it blew the competition out of the water, was this bad boy. The Tacoma Ignis D1 driver, £299. I was skeptical at the start of this year about testing Tacoma. I wasn't sure. I don't know if it was the social media hype, but it delivers with the driver and other products from Tacoma, but in value for money, Tacoma takes the win. Okay, then getting on to longest. Everyone loves hitting it long with the driver. Now, it's been an interesting year for me this year. I started off pretty fast with my driver speed, then kind of slowed down as the summer months came in and actually got faster towards the back end of the year. So these numbers, the way this category works is based on numbers when I've tested the driver. So it's a little bit down to my clubhead speed, but either way, it's the fastest driver I've tested this year. Shortlist, there was two on the shortlist. Number one was the QI35 LS. I was average carrying that one 286 yards. So very, very strong. Again, if you've been a big fan of the channel for a long time, you know I carry it about 280 yards. So anything longer than that is a win in my books. Also at 286 yards was the Cobra Adapt LS as well. That was a really good performing driver in the low spin model. But there was one driver that clearly, in my testing, outperformed everything on distance. And again, I might have ramped up the speed a little bit towards the back end of the year, but it was a bit of a shock result. The winner for longest driver that I've tested in 2025 was this. The Tour Edge LS, the low spin driver from Tour Edge. This average carried 289 yards in testing. And again, a little asterisk, I've definitely picked up a bit more speed when I started testing this driver this year. And I'm excited to pick up even more speed in 2026. But for me, this driver, out of all the ones I've tested this year, won for longest. Okay, a little mini category here, quite literally. Mini drivers, you can see them here on the end of the desk. They have come back into fashion like never before in 2025. And I've tested pretty much all of them. For me, there was a short list of the Callaway Elite was very, very good. The Titleist GT was very solid, but really there was one winner in the mini category. It's this bad boy, the R7 Quad. I love the fact that TaylorMade brought this back out with the four weight ports like they did the original R7. I think it looks fantastic and the performance was really good. I'm still not totally sold on mini drivers, but I'm warming to the idea of them. The more golfers I'm playing with using them, the more kind of jealous I'm becoming. But yeah, mini driver, TaylorMade R7 Quad. Now, for you guys who want to hit more fairways, you want to make sure you're optimizing performance, even on your miss-struck driver shots, this category now is all about forgiveness. Because not everybody hits the middle. I certainly do not hit the middle enough of the time. But in the forgiveness category, there's a short list of this bad boy. This was the Cleveland High Bore XL. This was really designed for forgiveness, this triangular shaped, and it was very, very forgiving. Front to back dispersion was fantastic. Back to front dispersion was superb as well. I don't think it's going to be everybody's love on looks. It probably would win the worst looking driver this year. However, on forgiveness, this was very, very good. But there was a clear winner in this category, and it's actually the driver that I've recently switched to from the QI35 to the Ping G440 Max. Wins the forgiveness. Now, again, Ping have been so good in this category for so many years in forgiveness, and they just continue to push the envelope. Rumours, there's even a more forgiving model of this driver coming out in 2026. Stay tuned for the channel for that. But even before we get to that model, this is so unbelievably forgiving. Again, I've just started using this driver and I'm so impressed when I don't strike the middle. It saved me a lot. You still find the trees, but less trees. Winner in forgiveness, Ping G440 Max. Okay, this is an interesting category. We're going to go with best outsider. You know, we all know our TaylorMades, Pings, Titleist, Callaway, etc. But what brands have really kind of shocked me this year? I would say there's a couple on the short list. One would be the Tacoma. Honestly, that has really surprised me this year of how good that driver is. And again, it won the best value for money, but it's so good. And I just didn't expect it. I think also an honourable mention in this category is the Wilson, the Dynapower. This was really good. I mean, it looks superb. And it's a really solid performing driver. And again, Wilson are known for irons and other categories in the golf club market. They've not nailed the drivers over the last few years, but that was really good this year. But I must admit, there was one brand I was not expecting to do well with the drivers this year, and I kind of started testing thinking I'm not too hopeful, and they absolutely shocked me, surprised me, amazed me. The winner in Best Outsider was the Tour Edge, the Exotics. All the three drivers were really, really good, and I did not expect it. You expect your TaylorMade, your Pings, etc. to be really good. Of course you do. They pump millions and millions of pounds, and you see the best players in the world using those drivers. So like a Tour Edge, you see some of the senior players using them, but they really shocked me this year. I think they look better and they perform fantastic. Honestly, the response we got on the survey was unbelievable. Thousands of you gave your feedback on what products has impressed you this year. As a little thank you to your support for doing the poll and the survey, and also being a subscriber to the channel, we're going to give away the best driver of the year to one of you guys watching. So be sure you subscribe, be sure you like the video, leave a comment down below, and a thank you just for your incredible support for the H.I.T channel. It's very much appreciated. So here we go, the best driver of the year 2025. This is voted by me, a one-man panel. We've also got the viewers award as well. I've loved testing drivers this year, absolutely loved it, and I've done this for 13 years, testing products on my channels. But you know, I'm always fascinated to see what brands come out with. Are they faster? Are they more forgiving? Do they look better, etc.? And I think this year's been a really strong year for drivers. Honourable mentions for best driver of the year. These don't win the main award, but they need a shout out. I think it's two main drivers. The GT2, that's the 4, the GT2 from Titleist. Every time, and genuinely, I've played with players this year using the Titleist, I've been pretty blown away by the performance, and I really enjoyed reviewing it as well and testing it. It's a very solid driver. It looks superb, it really does. Again, I've got a little bit of a phobia of shiny crowns, but honestly, the GT lineup is so solid this year. Another honourable mention has to be the QI35 lineup. And again, this is my own opinion on this. It was an interesting year for TaylorMade this year because quite a lot of their big named athletes wasn't using this. But I think in the 3 categories, with the forgiving model, the LS model, the looks, etc., for me, this was very close to winning driver of the year. And here we go, the big one, driver of the year 2025. Drum roll, please. And in fact, we're going all professional here on the H.I.T channel. We've even got an award made up for the driver, which we're going to send to the brand. Driver of the year 2025. So all the drivers that I've tested this year goes to the Ping G440 Max. Was there ever a doubt? There you go, Ping G440 Max. You win driver of the year. Really solid performance. Like I say, I love the look of it. Very forgiving, very long, packed full of technology. It ticks every single box. We have one final award. This is the Viewers' Choice Award. What did you guys vote for driver of the year? You guys are in the field. You've been fitted at different golf stores around the world. We had thousands and thousands of entries. In third place, the TaylorMade QI35 with 10% of the votes. In second place, it's the GT2 with 10.5% of the votes. But there is a winner, and a clear winner, with nearly twice as many votes as any other driver. Viewers' Choice Award for Best Driver of 2025 is the Ping G440 Max. It's done the double, ladies and gentlemen. The G440's done the double. Best driver of the year voted for from the H.I.T Awards, and also Viewers' Choice Award as well. Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. We're going to be giving one of you lucky winners, one of you lucky viewers, a brand new Ping G440 Max driver. Thanks for your support. Stay tuned. We're going to do putters, irons for low, mid, high handicaps, all to come here on the H.I.T channel, and we shall see you very soon. Well done, Ping G440 Max. What an incredible year you've had.